Hello, my little crafty monsters. How's everybody doing today? I hope everybody is fabulous. So, I know there's a lot of chaos going out there in the world right now, boo-boos. It is some scary stuff out there. I know it is. But, you should relax, boo-boo. You know, in the past, like way in the past, around what, 1918? We had a pandemic, whatever it's called. But anyway, we've had one of those before, and we all survived. So, you know, we're gonna survive this one, guys. So anyways, let's not worry about all that scary stuff out there, boo-boos, and let's focus about what's inside right here, boo-boo. I know that we're not going to be able to celebrate Easter. It's just a crazy time out there right now in the world, but I actually still decorated my house because I felt that, I mean, even though we were not going to celebrate and we're not going to go ahead and be able to be with our loved ones, I figured that we could at least decorate and have the house look a little bit more cheerful because we are kind of cooped up in this house. Not that it's a bad thing. I mean, you know, it has brought everybody together. We spent quality time and stuff like that. So, I mean, it's a good thing, right? And it's also a bad thing. But anyways, so we have an amazing little project today. Now, these are items that we have purchased at the 99.9999 store, except for the floral. The floral, we did purchase that at Z Michael's, but you guys could do it with or without the floral. Let me show you guys what we are doing today. We are going to be making... Please excuse Peanut. He just shook and his little bell, his collar made noise. But anyway, this is the little decor we are going to be making. You could set this on a table. You can go ahead and set this on like an end table or whatever. This one I made it because I'm going to go ahead and put this on my mantle. So this is going to go on my mantle and we're going to go ahead and just place that there as a decor. These little bunnies were already made, but they're sold separately. So I just figured, hey, let's just use those bunnies the way they are, and we're just going to go ahead and glue it on this little picket fence. Now, this picket fence, we did purchase it at the 99.9999 store, and these are the little picket fence that you guys would normally purchase to put on your garden. It was a solid brown. Do I have a piece? I do not have a piece. It's in the trash. I'm totally not a trash picker, so it's in there. But anyway, it's that color. It's like a brown, but we painted it white, and we went ahead and we added all this other little decor. Now, this little sentiment in the middle, the little wording, that one I purchased it. Where did I purchase it? Oh, I purchased it at that Giant Dollar. That's kind of close to my home right here. It's kind of like a Dollar General or whatever you guys want to call it. But anyway, I purchased that there. So the flowers and that is the only thing that we purchased somewhere else. Everything else was at the 99.9999 store. Let's not waste any more time, guys, because I know you guys want to get down and dirty, boo-boo, because it's been a while. It has been a while, right? So let's get down and dirty, and I will see you guys in a bit. Alrighty then, my little crafty monsters. Let's get down and dirty and make these little bad boys right here. So these are the supplies that we are going to be using. We did purchase most of the items at the 99 cent store, but we also purchased that little sentiment, the believe sign, from the Dollar General store that is by my home. And also we purchased some floral picks from Z Michael's. Now, the floral picks, I'm not showing them right here, and I did add them after I did the video, so you will not see those on the video. However, I did add some floral to this little design. So right here, all I'm doing is I'm just going to go ahead and get that little picket fence that we purchased from the 99 cent store, and we're going to go ahead and just level this out so that it's all one level. We're going to go ahead and cut those picks. Now, if you have like a Dremel tool or if you have like a handsaw, that would work even better than what I have right here. I couldn't find my Dremel tool. It was in my closet, my garage, and my garage is a disaster, guys. So I went ahead and I just used these little snips or whatever you guys want to call them. They were pretty good to cut this little wood. They're just kind of like a little hard to work with because they're so bulky. and you don't really have that much room to work with. So I'm telling you guys that a handsaw or a Dremel tool would work perfect for this. If you don't have any of those, then even some really heavy duty scissors would kind of work on this part, because the wood is so soft that you can go ahead and cut it, as you saw. And so, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and just shorten that. I did cut the edges of the picket fence because I wanted it a little bit smaller, but you guys could keep it the full length if you guys want. It just really depends on where you guys are going to put this. I'm going to put this in my mantle, so, you know, I don't want it to be too big. And so right here, I'm just going to go ahead and sand a little bit of the edges just so that they're not so crazy. And then once we paint it, I mean, you know, there is no picket fence that is perfect. I mean, they're all like, you know, kind of distorted, and I didn't want it to be all perfect. I wanted it to look like, you know, it's been a while that little fence has been out there. It's a little weathered and stuff. And so right here, I'm just using my little freeze paper. This is like my go-to paper when I'm going to paint, because the paint does not seep through this, and especially since we do use a lot of our acrylic paints, that's going to work a little bit easier and better. And so right here, I'm just going to go ahead and paint the back part. Now the back part, I'm not really worried too much about it. You guys could go ahead and emphasize and put like more than 2 coats on that, but I just went ahead and I just put 1 coat on the back. Now, do have in mind that this little wood picket fence is a raw wood. So because it's raw, it actually is going to go ahead and absorb some of that paint. So in the front part, I do recommend that you guys go ahead and do a heavy coat, and then also you guys go ahead and do another second coat that is also a heavy coat, so that you can go ahead and cover most of the surface. Now you will find that you will see a little bit of the brown still seeping through the white paint, but you know what, like I said, the picket fence, that's just the way they are, and I'm just gonna go ahead and leave them like that. And so right here, I'm just gonna go ahead and finish painting these, and I'm gonna go ahead and let that dry, and then we're going to flip this little bad boy over, and then we're going to go ahead and paint the front part. So now this is going to take a while, so we're going to go ahead and, with the magic of videotaping, we're going to go ahead and just skip all of that part and just get down to the nitty-gritty boo-boos. So I'm going to go ahead and just let you listen to some music while I'm painting, and I will see you guys in a bit. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I'll be back. Alrighty then, welcome back my little crafty monsters. So now that we're done painting these, and we are ready to glue these little bad boys together. So this is the wood glue that we're using, and I'm using the wood glue because that's just going to hold the wood with the wood perfectly. It's a pretty strong glue, so it's my go-to. Now, if you guys see to the right hand side, there's a little piece of that fence. That is a part of the fence that we cut off from one of the ends. We are going to go ahead and use that for the back leg, the leg in the back of this little decor. This is what's going to basically help that stand up. So I am just going to go ahead and add glue to these little rabbits, and then I'm going to add them to the fence. I'm going to make sure that they are flushed with the bottom part of this little picket fence, and the reason why I want them to do that is because they're also going to kind of work as a little kickstand, so it holds the little decor standing up, and so that's why you want them to be a little bit flushed. And right here, I'm just, like I said, I'm just adding this little wood glue, and I'm adding it to where it's going to basically touch the little picket fence. And then we're going to go ahead and just let that kind of dry. We're going to put something a little bit heavy on them, and that's just going to put a little pressure on them so it just, you know, gets good contact. And once you have that drying, we're going to go ahead and set that aside. And we're going to go ahead and work on our little sentiment in the middle. Now the sentiment in the middle, that one is kind of like a little rustic brown. And I'm just going to go ahead and leave it that color because I want it to basically stand out. You could basically color it whatever color you guys want. But like I said, I'm going to leave it its natural color. We're just going to go ahead and add some really thick, chunky glitter onto this little... what is it called? It's just a little wooden word or a little sentiment. I don't know what you want to call it. But anyway, so we're going to go ahead and just use that chunky glitter paint. And this is an awesome paint because it just really holds on to this glitter, and this glitter doesn't go anywhere. So if you guys are the type of people who do not like glitter because you feel that the glitter goes everywhere, I can assure you that this paint holds everything, and there is no glitter that falls off of this. And also too, it's kind of a little like, it's pretty chunky. And when I say chunky, I mean like the pieces of this glitter are pretty big. Like they're almost like little pieces of mylar, it kind of looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and just continue to paint this, and then I'm going to go ahead and let this dry. And then once we let these little bad boys dry, then we're going to go ahead and put these onto the actual picket fence in the very center, just so it kind of has a little bit of something else other than the two little rabbits on the edge. And like I said, we will be using some floral picks, so that's actually going to help it. So see how awesome that little glitter works? I mean, I just thought that it looked really, really nice. So now that we're just letting everything dry, we're going to go ahead and just put these little bad boys on the table, and we'll let them dry. And then once they're dried completely, we're going to go ahead and start gluing everything. And then we'll basically add all of the little floral picks. But like I said, I'm not really going to show the floral picks because I did add those after I did this video. So I'm super duper sorry about that. Just know, guys, that you guys could add some floral, or you guys don't have to add floral if you don't want. So right here, all we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and attach that little back legging onto this little fence. And the reason why is because that's going to help it to basically stand up. And so I'm just adding some glue where it's going to go ahead and contact, and then on the very edge, because it's going to contact to the to that wood on the top, if that makes any sense. I don't know. Does it make sense? It does make sense. So now we're just going to let this dry. Once we let this dry and like, oh my God, I can't even talk. Once we let this little piece dry, then it's going to be sturdy enough to hold this whole entire little decor up, and it's going to look super duper cute. And so just go ahead and just let this dry. I'm going to put a little bit of a, tiny bit of a little bit of glue on the very edge. You guys will not see this because I do it afterwards, but it's just to kind of give it a little bit more contact with the glue. And the wood. And so right here, we're just going to go ahead and let this dry. And then we will show you the finished product. Welcome back, my little crafty monsters. That's how easy it was to make this little bad boy right here. I hope that inspires you guys to go ahead and go to your 99.999 store because that store is still open. It's an essential store, so pick up some little supplies while you're picking up your essentials at the store and make yourself one of these little decors. I mean, I know that, you know, Easter is right around the corner, but I still believe this is still kind of like a cute little spring decor that you can leave out until then. And then it just cheers up your little home. I know there's a lot of crazy stuff going out there, my little crafty monsters. I hope you guys all stay safe. You guys definitely follow the suggestions that they are telling you guys so that you guys stay safe. You guys don't get sick. I love all of you, my little crafty monsters, and all my new little subscribers as well, my little BFFFFFFFs. Stay safe, guys. Please stay safe, but still continue to craft because that is going to relieve some stress. And, I mean, who doesn't want to craft, right, my little crafty monsters? So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it for you guys. Don't forget to subscribe. Go ahead and hit that icon. It's a picture of moi. And we become BFFFFFs because I know BFs is good. I know it is boo-boo, but BFFFF is even better. And go ahead and hit that little bell icon because I know you guys do not want to be missing out on these fabulous tutorials that we put out for you guys. And go ahead and share and tell a friend because your friends also need to know how fabulous these tutorials are. I mean, just think about it, guys. They are sitting at home right now, bored to death. They don't have no clue what to watch. Tell them to watch Paper to Masterpiece. Maybe they'll get creative and make something, right? So, anyway, that's it for now, my little crafty monsters. Until next time, goodbye.